Hi all, welcome back to my lecture series. This is Muthuminar from the Department of Agricultural Engineering at SNS College of Technology. Today we'll see the continuity of the previous class session. That is, we have seen how the ozone and ozone hole gets imparted due to three major factors. At the previous class, we have seen how it gets impacted due to sunlight and how the ozone hole gets created. What is the background of ozone layer and how well the ozone layer has been developed and how well the important factors plays a major role. At the previous class, we have seen how the sunlight helps us to manage the greenhouse gases. That is, the ozone layer gets made of of the ozone molecules, that is oxygen molecules, where well the sunlight plays as a catalyst in breaking up the ozone layer, and this breaks up O32 into O2 and O, and also it breaks up CFCs to produce chlorine molecules. This chlorine helps us to combine with the oxygen atoms, which as well as helps them into combining them into O2 to form ozone, thus creating the lack of ozone molecules in the atmosphere. Today we'll see the continuity of this. The second and foremost important factor which helps us to play a major role in development of these kinds of greenhouse gases and ozone hole. The greenhouse gases usually helps us to warm the troposphere and cool the stratosphere. Here, it also helps us in containing the molecules with chlorine, and these molecules react in the form of a Cl2, which gets splitted up with the action of sunlight, and this is formed at a very cold stratosphere. Here we have seen how we can maintain the ozone hole and regenerate them with the help of Montreal Protocol. This is what we have seen at the previous class. Now we'll see how the temperature plays a major role. The temperature and ozone, that means the temperature is a very important factor where the greenhouse effect and the changes in the climate gets imparted. The climate change is usually caused due to the changing in temperature at the stratosphere, and the greenhouse gases, when it gets increased, the temperature gets decreased. That means that both the greenhouse gases and the temperature are inversely proportional, which leads to ozone hole duration in an increased manner. Usually, the increased ozone hole is imparted or visualized under the Antarctic polar region. Cooling of lower stratosphere contributes to ozone loss, and also the chlorine activation below the 195 K temperature in stratosphere. The 195 K is the threshold for formation of PSEs, and also Antarctic below this threshold much of winter season. The Arctic below this threshold less in winter season and less ozone loss from chloride. This is how the temperature and ozone are inversely proportional. These greenhouse gases usually helps us to warm our planet. Here I have shown you a pie chart along with a graphical notation then how well the greenhouse gases have a greater potential of human generated is a measure of how much heat it gets trapped in the atmosphere relative to carbon dioxide. How much human caused greenhouse gas contributes to total emission around the globe has been shown with the second pie chart. Here as I have shown you, the green indicates it is the carbon dioxide which comes up to 76%, and methane is the next level, that is 16%, and the remaining 8% is contributed with the help of nitrous oxide and fluorinated gases. All together will form the greenhouse gases which helps us to warm our planet. So here I will show you what and all we have to know in order to maintain or reduce the greenhouse gases that can be emitted. The continued anthropogenic release of greenhouse gases, not only CFCs, into the atmosphere will enlarge the ozone holes, which will let more harmful UV rays reach the Earth's surface. The temperature of the stratosphere is a key factor as is sunlight in the depletion of ozone. These processes will also help us to intimately connected through chemical, radioactive and dynamical feedbacks. This is what we have to know because CFCs not alone play a major role but also the UV rays that reach the Earth's surface will also causes more harmful radiations. So before identifying how well the climate change has happened, we have to know and relate with the atmosphere that how well the temperature, sunlight and the greenhouse gases will correlate with the ozone hole. So this is what I have prepared for today's class. If you guys have any kinds of doubt, you guys can ping me anytime. See you at the next class. Thank you.